Big story tonight. The Los Angeles County District Attorney making a bombshell announcement today regarding the Menendez brothers.
The office plans to request resentencing for Lyle and Erik Menendez in the murders of their parents back in 1989. Now, the brothers said the slayings were the result of years of abuse by their father. NBC5's JC Navarrete joining us now with a look at what happens next in court. JC?
Yeah, Allison, Stefan, the brothers who were just 18 and 21 at the time of the murders here have now spent nearly 35 years here in prison. They were initially sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but as we've been reporting, that all may be changing.
They have been in prison for nearly 35 years. I believe that they have paid their debt to society.
Lyle and Erik Menendez, two of the most notorious and infamous killers of the past 30 years, could be walking out of jail. The brothers brutally murdered their parents inside their Beverly Hills home back in 1989, shooting both of them to death in the family room with shotguns, a case that gripped the nation. And one of the very first to be televised in court has most recently been back in the spotlight thanks to documentaries on Netflix, Peacock, and celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Rosie O'Donnell pleading for their release. Family members on both sides also asking the courts for mercy.
It is a recognition of the abuse my cousins endured.
That alleged abuse, a key piece in this case. The brothers claiming to have endured years of sexual abuse at the hands of their father, Jose, who at the time was a high-powered music executive. Prosecutors making the case the killings were carried out at greed instead, claiming the brothers never feared for their lives, they were just after their parents' money. Support around the brothers growing, making the case that sexual abuse victims have a louder voice now than they did 3 decades ago.
When a prosecutor is asking for resentencing, that's unusual, and it's likely that the judge will go along with it.
Factors that could lead to their release, their age. Since both of the brothers were under the age of 26 at the time of the murders, California law would make them eligible for parole. Both brothers have also kept a clean track record in jail and been on a positive path.
They've had a good record in the penitentiary, plus there was all this evidence of abuse that wasn't allowed in. I think the prosecutor's on a pretty good stead of having his motion granted.
Now, of course, we do want to point out this is not a done deal here. The judge in this case still has to sign off on the recommendation for a resentencing. That could happen as soon as tomorrow or next week. Now, if that does go through, the brothers then could become eligible for parole. But then again, now a parole board would also have to give the green light on the release here for Lyle and Erik Menendez. Stefan?
So much attention on this case. JC Navarrete, thank you so much. We appreciate it.